Yes.
Can I have your ID?
Yes. You need my ID?
Providence?
Yes. Do you need the exact location or just that? That's fine.
$24 from here in the next friend leaving at 6:35.
So yeah, that's fine.
Amtrak is pleased to announce Asala Express train service now has reserved seating. Please check your travel document for
We're still live, I think. Still live? Yes, we are. I think I can pick it up from right here. Let me see if it goes. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're gonna wait here for a minute and then we're gonna go out. Hope you're having a great day. Let me know where you're from down in the comment section. Drop your city or country. Tell me your name and make sure you follow so that you know exactly when we go on a live video or upload a valuable video that would change your life, like this one. Okay, we're going to be talking about money, business. Just give me a second. I'm waiting for the driver to get here. Let me check 1 second. All right, I think he should be here any minute. What a beautiful morning today. It's actually somewhat cold, but very pleasant. Feels great. That looks nice. I think the driver's about to get here. Let me see. Back, make sure it's him. But how beautiful. It looks like it's gonna be a nice day. It's about 6:55 in the morning. All right, Boston, Massachusetts. Reporting live. Let me see. I saw him. He's here. Good morning. I appreciate that. I'm gonna just trying to up the how you doing?
Not bad, thank you. 2 years now, man.
Yeah. Where are you originally from?
From Uganda.
Huh?
Uganda.
Uganda?
Yeah.
And you came here 22 years ago?
2 years ago,
Straight here?
Yep. It's right here.
And have you visited anywhere else?
Yeah, I've been to, I lived in New York for a year. I lived in Chicago. I lived in Atlanta for about 5 years, but I ended up coming back here. So,
Why here? Why here? You came back over here. You like it?
yeah,
I mean,
and family.
family.
Yeah, my mother's always been here, so.
Do you like the cold?
I'm from Africa. I don't do the cold, but.
No, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
But since you always, I guess it's because of the family.
Because of family, definitely, yeah.
And have you been to Miami?
Miami? No, I've been to Orlando. I've never been to Miami.
You need to go to Miami. I think you'll like it. It's nice and warm. The weather is nice. It's tropical.
Okay.
It rains, and at this time it gets, not cold, but I guess for people that live in Miami, they think it's cold. You know what I mean? But it's the only month that the temperatures drops.
In December? Eh?
December, yeah. Just a little bit.
Right.
Nothing compared like here.
Okay. Now here it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, but I think you'll like it.
It is crazy, so.
You need to definitely go to Miami.
Yeah, I've never been to Miami, man. I've been to Orlando, I've been to Tampa, I've never been to Miami. So how long are you in town for?
Just several days.
Okay.
I'm here for doing some business.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's my first time actually in Boston, Boston, Massachusetts, and now Rhode Island. So I just have some business to handle, and then heading back to Miami. I was trying to go to, but it was taking too long there at the station right there. So that's why I ended up calling you.
Take the commuter rail?
Yeah. I was looking at the options there, but interesting how the houses are here.
Oh, the houses, yes. It's ridiculous. And they're only going up, man. It's crazy.
Are they like that, all of them? What is that called, that neighborhood right there on the right?
Which one?
That one on the right. What is that? Is that a community or what?
No, that's, let me see where we are. Yeah, that's part of Boston. That's in Dorchester.
Dutch?
Dorchester.
No, okay.
Yeah. It's still part of Boston, though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But the houses, they tend to look like that, all of them?
All of them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just the way.
Is the way it is?
There, yeah.
And how different is this from Rhode Island?
Rhode Island is a little bit slow. Boston is chop, let's go, you know.
So it's a lot slower in Rhode Island?
Boston is faster. Rhode Island is a little bit slower. Yeah.
But it's not that far.
It's not that far now.
No.
No.
Do you tend to go there often, driving the Uber?
Every now and then.
Yeah?
Every now and then, yeah. It's only that when you go, you end up coming back empty, you know.
Well, maybe. So you don't know, right? Because you might get somebody.
Yeah, because most people in Rhode Island, they drive.
Okay.
Not like here in Boston. Here you can survive without a car. Because there are buses, there are trains. Whereas in Rhode Island.
But I heard that Rhode Island, maybe it was just, I was watching some videos on YouTube, but there was this couple saying that, like, you could actually walk because it's so small. And there's a lot of places to walk. Is that right?
Yep.
But you might get somebody on the way back. You never know.
It's part of the job, man. You do what you gotta do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you can maybe have somebody that maybe is going to the airport, or I don't know. You know.
In Rhode Island, most of them go to the airport.
To the Rhode Island airport.
No, when they go, they come with the commuter rail.
Yeah.
And then they get off at South Station or North Station, and then they get an Uber from there.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was going to do there, but it was just going to depart around 8 o'clock. So I need to get over there a little faster. Do you have the 4 different seasons in this?
Oh,
yeah. You see them? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you see them. Yep. You see them here in Boston. But the winters here, this year they haven't started being bad. Because usually around this time, man, there is snow everywhere. There's snow, it's cold, but look, we're in 50s in December, you know. So.
So it snows in here.
So?
It snows?
No. Oh, it snows.
Yeah, does it snow?
It snows like crazy here.
Really?
Yeah.
What? How many months?
About 4 months.
At the beginning of the year or
No, it usually starts
now?
in December, yeah. But now, this winter.
And when it snows, like what about this road? This will be covered in snow?
Yeah, but they clear it.
They clear it?
Yep.
And how do they do that? They have machines?
They have trucks going
Up and down?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're able to keep it like clean?
Oh yeah, the guys.
Amazing.
They're on top of it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you tend to get more accidents when it snows?
When it has just started, but after eventually, by the time we get January, February, everybody's used to it.
Right.
But at the beginning of it, people get to, you know.
You have to be careful.
They tend to forget that they know how to drive on snow, yeah.
Yeah.
And you get so many people who are from out of town, who have never seen snow.
Yeah.
So it's like their first time driving, so they freak out, they step on the brakes, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you go back to Africa, to your country?
Yes, sir.
When was the last time you were there?
In June, in the summertime. I take my kids there. Then in the summer we go back home.
And how is it over there?
Sorry?
How is it? Is it like is it a flat or is it a lot of mountains?
It depends which part of Uganda you're in.
Is how big is it?
Uganda is like the size of. It's like half the size of Rhode Island.
Okay. Oh, so it's small.
It's small, yeah. Very small.
It's very small.
Yeah. So.
Are you watching the World Cup?
Oh, definitely. That's the game, man.
Hey, Cameroon played good.
Yeah,
they beat Brazil.
But the first two games, they sucked.
Yeah.
That's what you get if you miss out.
Yeah, you know, Cameroon. I always like the African teams like Senegal, Cameroon. They're really strong, and they just they put a lot of pressure. And if you saw the team that beat Spain, I'm from Costa Rica originally.
Okay.
But you know, we were in the group with Spain.
With Spain, right? Yep.
Right? But I didn't like the way, and I don't know why they keep playing like that, Costa Rica, because they play the defensive formation, and then they wait for the opponent. They let the opponent keep the ball, and you cannot let a team that plays with the ball and plays on control like Spain.
Finally, it will find a way.
They'll find a way because the game is in the ball. It's not like basketball. You can keep the control of the ball all game, and so if your players are not touching the ball, so the way to beat Spain is the way the South Korea beat them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, was it what? Who was it? No, who did they play? Was it South Korea or?
No, South Korea was it.
No, was it who played South Korea that they ended up? Portugal.
Yep.
But no, who beat Spain? Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah. So you saw how they pressured. If you watch them, they pressure all the empty men, the ones that don't have the ball, and then they pressure the man with the ball so he doesn't have any options, and they end up losing the ball. So that's the way to do it. If you look at the formation, the South Korea formation and also the Japan formation, they play like the attacking formation.
Yeah.
They want to pressure.
And you see like how Japan was playing Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
It kept, like in the second half, the first half it was different. When they went to the second half, I think their coach told them, guys, we have to attack. And Japan came out.
And you gotta pressure these guys because these people are used to playing with the ball. And if you watch Spain when they lose the ball, they pressure to get that ball back. That's the way Barcelona plays because the majority of people in Spain they're from Barcelona.
Exactly.
So they brought the Barcelona team. They're used to playing with each other. And the way to beat that, and I wish Costa Rica would have changed that because they only pressure and they do counterattack, but you can't play these teams like that, man. You can't let them attack you all day long and expect you not to make goals. They're gonna make goals.
And that's why you see like the African teams, like Ghana, their own. For them, they first do defense first before they attack.
Yes.
Like I give you an example. You see how Brazil plays?
Who?
Brazil, they believe if you score
Yeah.
4 goals, we score 5.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
That.
for them, yeah, they'll be like, alright, instead of being defensive, let's attack.
Let's attack, right? Because if you're defensive, you're gonna let them shoot
Put on
all
the
day long.
Yeah.
They're gonna find a way in.
So,
You know, yeah, it's very interesting because Spain, we almost beat Germany. You know that, right?
Yeah,
We were like,
yeah,
so Spain was eliminated for like 3 minutes because we were winning 2-1.
yeah, you guys were winning 2-1, yeah.
So at that moment, Spain was out of the World Cup, and Germany was out of the World Cup.
But yeah, man.
They couldn't hold it because they couldn't hold it. You know why? Because they go back. They go back.
That's it.
And that's a mistake.
And
they should have kept push.
I used to play by our coach used to be like, the best way of defending is by attacking.
Exactly. Yeah, I played too. I lived in Spain and I play. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
So I understand the game very well.
That's why you see most defensive coaches, they don't last for too long.
No, and I don't like that whole mentality, man. It's like
the attacking coaches. That's why you see they come in.
It's the way. It's when you don't have the ball, you gotta make sure that your team, the one that doesn't have the ball, pressure the guys.
Yeah.
And then the guy that has the ball, pressure him last because he won't have no options.
First pressure the ones that don't have the ball.
Exactly, that first. Cover all of that, and so he won't have any options. He will end up losing the ball. And that's when you get him. Yes, it's. I see it so clear, man. And I said, wow, I can't believe these coaches. They let these coaches go in there and play that like the Costa Rica coach. He's been doing that. Every time we go to a World Cup, it's the same thing. And it's like, what? Get him out of there. Like, you know, who do you think is gonna win the? What's gonna be the final? Do you think? Looking at the. I mean, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, but with the way the brackets they are going, it depends how Neymar comes out. Because even if Neymar doesn't possess the ball, but when he's on the field, Brazil is a different team.
Yeah.
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 So if he comes back, I can see Brazil.
Do you know what's interesting? You think Brazil will take it, but Brazil's going to win?
Brazil might get on the finals because in the way the brackets that is made.
Yeah. They got a nice.
They got right, exactly.
They got a nice.
You say it's the World Cup.
Anything can happen. Well, this world we have seen it.
Germany's at home right now.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
So, but.
And who? So Brazil and who?
Then Brazil and depending on Portugal, depending on which Ronaldo comes out.
Right. Do you think Netherlands will make it to the final?
Netherlands might get the quarterfinals because they're going to win today. They're playing US.
Yeah.
They're just going to go to US.
I have always liked Netherlands because they pressure.
The way
they attack, and they just they do the 1-2 and they.
That's even away from the era of root goal because I'm following football from the side. For them, that's their way.
Yeah.
1-2 attack. They keep on possessing.
Yes.
If they're behind, even if they're
they
keep attacking.
And if they lose the ball, they go and do the pressure.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Netherlands has a very good chance, but
I always like Netherlands.
But the hyped ones, like people are hyping Argentina. But
yeah.
Argentina, if Messi is not having a nice day, like you see how they played last game, you know.
Right.
You know. So, but they are good young team. Young guys, but we'll see.
And you know what's I find interesting that they pulled Ronaldo out of the games like 20 minutes before the game ends.
Yeah, but Ronaldo.
But why?
Ronaldo
Messi doesn't come out like him. He plays the whole entire game, and I think it's better for a player.
Now it's up here. That's why you see, Manu let him go. So he's bringing his personal life on the field.
Or you think he's
yeah, definitely.
He's not doing good mentally, you say?
Doing good now.
You can see it.
You can see it even when he comes on the field. You can see it.
It's interesting how you can transfer that, transfer your personal life into the field, right?
Ronaldo before, even when he lost the ball, you could see him. I mean, like he could go in the center field and try to make room for the other players to make them good. But now you see, if he loses the possession, it's like you can tell his body language. And it started even before the World Cup when he was playing in Man U.
Yeah, yeah,
So now he has brought it on the field. You see when they substituted him this time,
yeah,
he went through tantrums like a girl.
yeah, yeah. So
Like you know, so
yeah, you can see it.
you can see it.
It's interesting. You have the eye for that, and I can see it too. I can see. I say, what's and then they pull him out because you see Messi plays the entire game, and you want to in the World Cup. You want to play the entire because you never know what's going to happen.
You don't know.
Because you saw the last game of Portugal, not this one, the last one that they played. He came out and they had a penalty kick, and I could see him regretting it. I could see him regretting it. He was damn.
Exactly.
He missed it because he would have been there. He would have scored that.
You know.
It would have counted. He was thinking about him being scoring another goal for history, but he was out. So I never understood why they take him out. Well, I understand now, but I kind of like say I would have just leave him in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The entire game, but
because like you say, like the last game, when they're in the group, everybody wants to be the head of the group, so that your next one in round of 16, you get number 2.
right,
So the coach was looking at him, he's trying to be the leader of that group,
right,
not to fall into number 2.
right.
But the guy in the field, Ronaldo, there was in the field, he's not playing like
Number 1.
Exactly.
They're not playing like he
Like
used to, like energetic.
The energetic
Like the
Ronaldo.
one, yeah, it's not. He doesn't, and I'm thinking, I was like, as they get older, they're like, well, I'm gonna play smarter and do less work and just, but I don't think so. I think he should always, look at Messi. Messi stays consistent. He has always been consistent the way he plays,
Right. No, as they get older, I think
I mean, I love Ronaldo. I was one of my favorite
it
players.
becomes about the money more than the team.
Right.
Because now he's looking at the contracts that he has. He has to stay healthy. In soccer, you have to be healthy.
Yeah.
If you're not in the field, you're not making money.
Yeah.
So
But I think it's a big mistake that they take him out.
that.
I wouldn't, if I was a coach, I would just leave him in. You know what I mean? Either you play the entire game or you get your stuff together, because by pulling him out, I think even though he's pressing his personal life, I think he needs to get over that. And the only way to get over that is not by benching him, is by letting him play. Just play, and give him all the responsibility in his shoulders while he's in the pitch. No outside the pitch trying to be a coach.
But I think where the coach is coming from, like you see, remember when he left the Man U game, when there was still some few seconds on the clock,
yes.
he walked in the tunnel.
He walked out because he was upset because he didn't play, and the coach benched him because he wasn't at the training and so they benched him because they were like, well, his daughter was sick, but the coach doesn't care about that. The coach is like, well,
because they pay him.
Yeah, they pay him. That's your job.
You get paid. That's your job.
Exactly.
So, and that's what makes the one team.
He felt that, I think he got to a point where feels entitled, and so he thinks he can mess it.
I feel like that's going to be the downfall of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is a good player. When Ronaldo is straight up here, I mean, that guy is anytime, like, you know that Ronaldo is going to score. But he's not, I'm telling you. Like,
Yeah,
he's not
you play soccer, and it's interesting because and I think that goes for any sport. If you have any personal issues in your mind,
Yep.
like it will throw you off.
Definitely.
Like you won't hit the balls right. It's really, you have to be so focused that, like you say, you can see that he's off. He's not totally 100%.
So.
And I hate for him to be the last World Cup like that. You know what I mean?
I know.
I would hate for.
He's broken the record. He's been to those many World Cups. He's the top scorer in the World Cup. So you'd like his World Cup, the last one, to be memorial, to be remembered for something.
He should be like on fire, man.
Not to be substituted.
Yeah.
How can they substitute Ronaldo?
Right.
But it's the game because they are, I'm not a coach, but sometimes I give it up to those coaches, man. They know, they feel like, they have other 10 guys to worry about also,
Right.
So,
right. And you can, I mean, I understand Ronaldo getting mad because he didn't train, because he didn't play. But you know what, like you said, the coach said it's like he wasn't on the training while we were training. So, I understand he's Ronaldo, but nowhere in his contract says that he can, mess the days and still play. That's nothing, it's not guaranteed. But I don't know where he's gonna go. Supposedly Saudi Arabia offering him a bunch of millions of dollars.
I don't see him going there.
I don't think so. He's gonna go to
He might
Saudi
come
Arabia.
to-
MLS?
Most people who retire,
They go to MLS.
they come to America, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
America's
it's becoming very competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
And here.
America is building its brand.
Yeah, it's building its brand.
Yeah.
You know what? Because now we can all train the same. And in Europe, because we're all connected through the internet, so we know how Brazil trains, we know how everybody trains, so we use the technology here too. So it's very competitive around the world nowadays. Because of the technology, we're all connected.
And America is saying,
And we have nice stadiums here, nice fans. People are loving
all
soccer.
the best is here.
Yeah,
But the game hasn't penetrated yet. Because, look, the Premier League is watched here in America like by millions of fans.
right.
Give you an example of me. When
Yes.
there's a game on Saturday, I'll postpone my work schedule so that I can go and watch the game.
Right.
So America is trying to be like, all right, why don't you bring the thing up here? So
Exactly.
That's why he's bringing the stars. So Ronaldo, don't be surprised to see, Ronaldo coming here.
Yeah, I might at some point go. So he's probably gonna come here. I heard that he was trying to go to Real Madrid for like 6 months or something on a short contract because Benzema was hurt. So they were. I heard that, and several people were mentioning that.
I don't think
That was you don't think so? He's going back to Real
I
Madrid?
don't think he'll go because the way they separated with Real Madrid.
No.
The way they separated with Real Madrid is like saying Messi going back to Barcelona right now.
Right. Right.
Because these guys, remember?
Because I guess he still wants to win trophies and stuff,
Exactly.
So he needs to go to another team that plays in the Champions League.
Ronaldo is so competitive. He's not going to go to a team
Where they don't, yeah.
Where he's going to start.
Nah. I don't know. I think that one of these, either South Korea or Japan, might make it to the semifinals, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're really energetic. They play as a team. They play as a team.
Play 9 minutes for them, and that's the thing. They don't have those styles that he needs to possess the game. This percentage of because, like, for me when I was growing up, football was about the team.
Right.
Right now, it's all about statistics. Like, how many passes did you pass? How many did you do,
Right.
That's what has changed the game these days. I
Right.
think the whole world is all about statistics right now, And these Asian teams, they play as a team.
Exactly. And you can see it, man.
You see when they attack.
They all attack and they all come back.
See when they attack. And when they lose the ball,
They all work.
come back.
Yeah, even the forwards.
Yeah.
And I love teams like that. And I always say, I wish a new team will win the World Cup.
Oh, yeah. It has to be something different.
So hopefully one of these teams go to the finals, either Japan or South Korea, because they're playing really good.
They play good.
I mean, they beat Germany and Spain.
They beat Germany. I'm telling you. God.
That's crazy, yeah.
But you can, think of the strong teams that are at home right now. Mexico is home.
Yep.
Germany is home.
Uruguay.
Uruguay went home.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Italy never made it to the World Cup.
Right.
That's the beauty of
That's the beauty of the game.
Yep.
And the more technology we have, the better we all can train around the world the same.
Right.
So we can copy, because now they got cameras. We can watch Real Madrid train.
Yeah.
So let's do the same thing they're doing, right? So it becomes very competitive. Before it was more secretive because exactly. So you
remember that era of Brazil and
with Ronaldo.
When they rule the World Cup, I'd be like,
what are these guys doing? What are they doing? What are they eating? Right? It was always like that. Every time you knew Brazil would come to play, it was a win game for them. Man, Ronaldo was oh my God! Remember the old Ronaldo?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I grew up old.
Man, he was a beast.
Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, that was it. Wow.
So
And Ronaldinho too. He
And
just
Ronaldinho,
like
yeah. Oh, Ronaldinho was
he just
something
like
else.
the party man, and that's how he. But he's
Yeah.
he's so good.
He's still so good.
He's amazing.
But he was a party animal, man.
Yeah, he was amazing though. I mean, he's still amazing. I see him play all the time, man. Yeah, but that team, that Ronaldo, that was the team, man. And I heard Ronaldinho say, which I really liked, when they asked him what was one of your favorite players, and he said he always loved Zinedine Zidane. Me too. See, from France.
Yep.
Really good.
Very, very composed.
Very good.
Very composed, man.
Very creative.
Man, that guy on the ball.
Yeah.
He wasn't fast like the Messi's way, you see, but he was very creative.
Very, yeah. Very creative. The passes was on like a point.
Yep.
And he could dribble you. He could, put it over your head, and he could come out of difficult situations just by himself, and really good.
And you know that's the bad of this world is like you do 1,000 good things, and you do one bad thing, and the one remembers you for the one.
I know,
the one
right?
bad thing that you've done,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that header.
Yeah, but even if it was me, like when it came out, like people get to you.
Yeah.
People get to you, and that's why I'm telling you.
They find your ruins.
Exactly, and that's why that guy told Nadina that day, because he spoke about his mom.
Right.
And the mom was in the hospital. The guy,
And you in those moments you have to. You better off just have thick skin and be able and be like he's trying to push me. He's trying to make me dirty. You know what I mean? So you gotta. Sometimes you gotta bite the tongue and be professional and think about your actions.
But Zidane, man, that guy was good. When he was playing for Real Madrid, man.
I remember. I remember the header, man. Everybody remembers that header.
Yeah, the header in the World Cup, the whole world.
It's like Mike Tyson eating the ear.
The whole world was watching, man.
Everybody remembers that.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, oh yeah, he ate somebody's ear. And now he's in business with the guy.
Yeah, some business with a guy who bit his ear off, What do you think about the U.S. sports game with Netherlands?
With who?
The U.S. with the Netherlands, one that's coming up.
With the U.S. Netherlands. Man, Netherlands is a very tough team. The Dutch people. They're like almost like the Germans.
Yep.
They're very similar.
The football is in their system.
Yeah. And the way they think, they're very organized. Organized, but in general, the Dutch. That's why they're lower lands. They bring the Dutch people where to bring the water, to keep the water out when you got like floodings in different cities, and they bring the Dutch because the Dutch are really smart in keeping the water out.
Right.
So. They have a lot. The Philips, the batteries, Philips. That's Dutch company. Heineken. We have a lot of things like global brands.
Right.
They're Dutch, so the Dutch are very punctual, very straight, very whatever they do great.
They do great. Yeah, because I've been to Amsterdam before.
I'm telling you. So
most of their cars, they're electric cars.
Yeah.
And they have spots for bicycle. They bicycle. You find an executive on the bicycle going to work.
Right.
Because they give them incentives.
Right.
Like if you bike to work, the amount of taxes they take out of your paycheck won't be the same like one who drives to work.
Right.
So the Dutch, like when you talk about organizers, that's how organized they are.
Yeah, they're super organized.
When you see their game,
and they don't like to be late. If you tell them at a certain time, they're always there. You know what I mean? Punctual. They take it very offensive if they're late, and if somebody else is late, they don't. So all of that carries into the pitch too, because it's the same culture, and so I find that the Netherlands will be. I mean, anything can happen, but I believe that the Netherlands, the way they're playing, will be United States. I think somebody's playing today, right? That's the Netherlands, United States.
Yep, yeah.
At 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's the first game. Yep. Yep. So.
You know, I think in Fox you can bet money. When you go on Google and you enter like World Cup, and Fox comes up, if you go to the Fox website,
you can bet money on there.
Like you can bet money on each game. I don't know how much, and I have to take a look at it. But you know, you can bet money. That's what there was an option, and says bet on this game, in the official website. I'm sure people are making money around the world like that.
Oh yeah.
Because if you really study the games, I mean, anything can happen, like I said, but
anything can happen.
As we can see, you know what I mean? But if you study the games and the players and the teams, and, you know. I also saw that Australia and Denmark, right? They play. And one of the teams of, I think it was Australia, who won? Australia or Denmark?
Australia and Denmark, let me see
who won. It was Denmark who won?
It's Denmark who won, yeah.
And I think a player of Denmark, if they won, a player of Denmark found a paper on the ground, on the pitch, that was given to a player of Australia by the coach, and so it told them like whatever they're going to do, and so he grabbed it. The Denmark guy grabbed it and gave it to his coach. To his own coach, you know, right? And the coach gave it to his assistant coach, and they opened it, and they made when they read it, they made changes.
Yep.
And they won the game. So they looked at it and they were like, oh, like they find like, yeah, I see what they're doing, yeah. So they were saying that they didn't know if that was, you know, the people that were the people that talk about the game and stuff. They're like, well, we don't know if the changes was, you know, it was because that paper, but you can see it on the replay. They were all talking about it, the coach, and they immediately made changes. So that was, you know, that was pretty awful mistake from the opposite side, but a good advantage for the Denmark.
The other one,
he thought it smart. He was like, hey, I found this paper on the ground. Let me give it to my coach, because it has their formation, has their whatever their plan was going to be.
That's why, like in the World Cup, the first game is always very, very crucial.
Let's see, what happens.
Yeah. Now the game starts now.
It's only 7 games, I guess. Right, 7 games to the final.
The final, finals the 18th. Yeah.
And you see the first time, or what do you think about the woman referees? Not bad, not bad at all. I think that's good.
Not bad at all, yeah, because
they're really professional.
Exactly. They're being professional.
I think they even take it more serious.
More serious than the men, yeah. Yeah. Because like you see, when the man is your referee, like you see, they go to him. Come on, dude, why don't you see? He's circling me, you know. But with the same intensity, the women also. I mean, like I saw that game.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. And now they have all the technology and cameras.
All the technology.
Like the Japan ball that they were saying that was out. Remember when they scored against Spain? And it was almost like it looked like it was out. But the rule says that the entire ball has to be out. And so, because the ball is round, that means that the side of the ball doesn't touch the ground, but it's over the line. So they look it up from the above, and they decided, yes, it's still over the line, even though the bottom is not touching because it's a round. It's not square. It's not a square, right? It's round, so it's not go. So they could see that was still over the line, the side. You know, if they would put a ruler on the side of the boat will touch a white line. It has to be completely out.
That's why they like the Japan goal where they scored Germany. That's why Germany has been crying because they're saying that the ball was out.
Right, it was with again too with Germany.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, because they did it with Spain too.
Yeah,
It's the second goal.
Germany on the corner, the ball
Was still in.
But the guy who came explained it was like, when you're taking a corner kick, you see now these days the corner kick will be here, the circle will be here. Someone will put the ball outside of the circle as long as the ball is touching.
Yes, as long as at the side of the ball, even if the bottom is not touching, but on the side, if you put a ruler, is touching, is over the white line. Yes.
That's why it was like, so that's why.
And you know, and that's why it also has shifted the game about the technology, because now it's more fair.
Now it's more fair.
Because before you had the pressure of these big teams going after you and saying, no, the ball is out, the ball is out. And the referee would be like, out.
Intimidated, exactly.
Right, remember like Maradona with the handball? With the handball, if that wouldn't happen this age, that couldn't happen this age, they would find out.
Yeah,
that wouldn't count it. And with the technology we have today, if Maradona was playing and did that, that would have been a handball.
Oh, yeah, that would be a handball. That would be a red card.
Yeah. So you know, so the technology has also helped the game to be more fair. And I like that.
Because like you said, those big guys used to complain and the ref would give them an advantage.
Yeah, because they will be scared.
Because you'll be scared. Yeah, I mean, it's Ronaldo who's complaining to you.
Right.
Compared to someone from South Korea, you know. So,
Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next broadcast. I just got to Rhode Island. It looks nice. I'm about to get some coffee, something to eat, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to go live in a minute. I just have to order the coffee. I'm going to charge my phone a little bit, and I got to make some phone calls. But remember, start building your passive income. If you want to travel and you want to live a lifestyle of freedom, then you need to have assets that pay you cash flow, pay you passive income. It's the best type of income because it gives you freedom and true wealth, all right? Go to our website, read our articles for free. You can also read one of our ebooks and enroll in one of our digital courses. I'll see you next time. Take care. Look how beautiful it is. The weather is amazing, okay? Talk to you next time. I hope you enjoyed the video.